asking for a toy mama couldn't buy. They smiled, they begged, tried to make her laugh. Her pride couldn't say we can't afford it, but she couldn't ignore it. So she grabbed her belt and told them what my mama told me. It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. Say words, but ain't talking about shit. Real mess, I need to do that. I asked her to chill, she couldn't do that. I gave the side eye, she asked who I'm looking at. Then I remembered what I saw in her eyes, so I looked her in the eyes and said, it's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It's gonna hurt me even more than it hurts you. It's gonna hurt me even more.
We also learned today that in North Carolina, 92 people are still missing nearly 3 weeks after Hurricane Helene. This is in addition to the 125 people killed by Helene in the state, making up more than half of the storm's confirmed deaths. CBS's Janet Shamlian is back there tonight with the agonizing wait for answers.
How are you doing today?
Today, I feel a little helpless.
Jessica Mettinger's mom, Kim Ashby, a 7th grade math teacher, was torn from her husband's arms in the raging floodwaters when Helene hit western North Carolina, now almost 3 weeks ago. She hasn't been seen since.
It's hard to truly grieve a person without a body and move on from this. We feel stuck. It leaves some sort of window open for hope, but without a body, it's hard to let yourself fully believe that because you want to hope. I mean, that's the human condition, is to just want to hope.
Ashby is among 92 people still missing in North Carolina. Amid growing frustration from families, Governor Roy Cooper addressed the situation today.
The Department of Public Safety formed a task force to find who is still unaccounted for and focus efforts where needed.
In hard-hit Buncombe County, more than 20 search and rescue teams have dwindled to 3. Mettinger says now everyone searching in neighboring Avery County, where her mom disappeared, is a volunteer.
When you hear that number, 92 in this state unaccounted.
Welcome to the Dirty Folks Podcast. I am your main man, Dirty Folks. And I appreciate y'all being here, man. Quick pop-up, man. This is a show I had since yesterday, bro. 20 official groups looking for survivors of Hurricane Helene have reduced to 3, with everybody else being volunteers. Love your brothers as you love yourself. They out there loving their brothers as they love themselves. I'm a speedball. I was gonna show this later, but I'm gonna show it now. Then we're gonna get back to the video. These are the things that I've been saying on my social media. Just in, FEMA supervisor that instructed disaster relief officials to avoid homes and not help Americans who showed support for Trump has been relieved of duties. Oh, here's a girl voice, hold on.
Avoid homes advertising Trumps.
The FEMA supervisor wrote in the best practices memo. Imagine that. You lose your home to a hurricane, you lose your wife, you lose your possessions, you can't find your loved ones. And the government, the Biden-Harris administration says, yo, if they support Trump, fuck them, right? That's nasty work. That's crazy work. Brethren, we'll get there. We'll get there. Like as y'all come in, man. Like as y'all come in. For seeing your heart donated to
Fox News alert: the Southeast is picking up the pieces after Helene killed more than 200.
Hey, baby, how much do you need?
Not much. Just enough for a new wig and a BBL.
Can dirty folks get some cash apps too, please, kind sir?
Likes are free, man. Click like on the video, man. Likes are free, man. If it's in your heart, donate to the daycare. Let's go.
Fox News alert: the Southeast is picking up the pieces after Helene killed more than 230 people, making it the deadliest hurricane to hit our mainland since Katrina.
Right. The Biden-Harris administration sending 500 more active duty troops to hard-hit North Carolina, bringing the total to 1,500 as thousands are still waking up without power.
Lawrence is live in North Carolina with a firsthand look of the destruction. Lawrence, what has it been like over the course of the past day or so for you?
Hey, good morning, family. You know, it's really hard to describe because it's something that you would typically look at in some movie or, you know, you hear reports about it, but when you really get here on the ground, you see just devastation like none other. Right behind me, it used to be a car repair shop. And as you can see, there's one car right here, but you see other cars that are inside of the building that are just smashed together. And to the left of me used to be a mattress shop, and it's not even visible. At first, it took us going to Google Maps to figure out what the business is. The people here are struggling. There's questions about the response here so far. And, you know, I always tell people, you know, I'm not going to disagree with administration when they say FEMA is here. The problem is the residents aren't seeing them right now. But just a big undertaking from the people coming together here, businesses coming together, Samaritan's Purse, who is on the ground. So where the government hasn't been here, you've seen the community come together, guys.
It's always...
Once again, bros, love your brothers as you love yourself. That's the key to
case.
success,
It's often the
bro.
case. It's all too often the case, Lawrence, these days when it comes.
That's the key to success, bro. That's the key. That's the key, right? Love your brothers as you love yourself, and you'll get through any turmoil. I'll show you something real quick. So, you know what? I'm gonna speedball again. FEMA wouldn't show up. FEMA already has dwindling resources because they gave it all to migrants, right? So the resources that are supposed to go to natural disasters. Why am I frozen? The resources that are supposed to go to natural disasters were allocated to people who wanted to vote for the Biden-Harris administration. Well, that's not even true. The Harris, what's Tampon Timmy name? Harris Tim Walsh administration. Those are the people they wanted to regulate funding for. If you were going to vote for Trump, they didn't want to give you any money. I know you guys are black. You've been listening to my channel for I've been on YouTube for 2 years. If y'all know me on Facebook, I've been on Facebook since 2009. I've been telling y'all this shit for 15 years. 2 years on YouTube, but 15 years in total. Your problem is not white supremacy. Your problem are women. All black women. 90% of black women. That's your problem. 90%, right? 90% of black women like Keisha. Y'all do all type of mind fucks talking about white supremacy and all women has got. 90% of black women are your problem. But not because they black, but because black in general is communist and liberal. Liberal women are your ops. Not white supremacy, not white men, not Asian men. Boomer black men over 65 and black women, liberal women under 65 are your ops. You just scared of girls. You don't want to teach them properly.
Daddy, you spanked Mama.
You're darn certain I did.
That means you love her.
That's what I've been trying to tell her.
So, if you had a Trump lawn sign, FEMA wouldn't help you. Like you're not American. Like you don't have a freedom of choice, a freedom of your vote. But once Donald Trump got elected, they got rectified, baby. FEMA employee fired for telling workers to ignore homes of Trump supporters during hurricane relief efforts. I'm going to read the article, but I'm going to show you the photo. This is her. Lesbians, white girls with blue and green hair, black women, especially fat black women, they your ops. It's not the white man. Your ops is this four-eyed lesbian, wish I was a man, fucking sport bra wearing to squeeze her titties in, bull dagger bitch. This is the face of your enemy. Y'all keep doing all type of mind fucks and mental gymnastics to blame it on white supremacy. This is your ops. All white women are not your ops. A lot of white women are really your benefactors because they feel such a way and they want to help black people because they think you marginalized. But this particular chick, because even white women know that black stands for women, gays, and felons, right? So even if you were black with a Trump sign, she wouldn't have helped you because you would have been white adjacent, right? You would have been a white people of black people. And she don't support white. Liberal white women are weird people. All their freedoms, all their autonomy comes from the system that we have. For them to go against it, they're communists. They're communists. They're communists, they're socialist, they're liberal. They're not good at being human beings. But these DEI hires, these affirmative action hires, are destroying America. Nobody wants to repeal the 19th, though. But you can tell by this ugly bitch that she doesn't want to see real reform, real reestablishment of the norm because she hates beauty. I don't know, man. It ain't flipping. But I want y'all to hear it.
Communists really hate beauty. That's why they're either ugly on the outside or deeply ugly on the inside. But either way, they really hate beauty. Communists hate beauty. That's why they have to kill it.
You know, it just occurred to me. You guys didn't say anything to me, bro, early today. Y'all ain't say nothing to me, bro. It just realized that, man, I put this new clip in and y'all can't hear the clip. I'm going to play the clip again. I finally got my audio back so I can hear what's going on. And I just realized you guys can't hear the clip. I'm going to play it one more time, man.
Communists really hate beauty. That's why they're either ugly on the outside or deeply ugly on the inside. But either way, they really hate beauty. Communists hate beauty. That's why they have to kill it.
Communists hate beauty. That's why they have to kill it. Let's go back. So, according to the argument, this funny-looking duck-faced bitch is the face of FEMA, who told the workers to ignore homes that had a Trump sign in front of it. This is it. This is where we are. Yo, no guarantees, man. Welcome, man. I appreciate you being here, bro. I appreciate you being here. I'm not even manosphere. I'm just the old stay off my lawn nigga. Just stay out my grass, bro. I'm not even manosphere. I'm just stay out my grass. Cause I don't even care about, cause manosphere just wants women to play fair. I don't care about that. I don't care about debating with a girl with clothes on. I don't care what they gotta say if they got clothes on. I don't care what they gotta say if they fat. I don't care. I want men to love their brothers so that society can win. Women just fuck the winners. If 5 men get together in matching t-shirts, my G, if 5 men have matching t-shirts on and they go anywhere USA, women will be like,
oh my God, what organization y'all in? You want some pussy?
anytime men unite, women want to be part of something. If you want to be an alpha, girls will make AKA. If you want to be a Mason, girls will beg for you to. First of all, girls don't know how to do anything. You got to do it for them. But girls will want you to establish for Eastern Stars. If you want to be GD, girls want to be a sister of the struggle. If you're a Blackstone, girls want to be a Stone sister. If no matter what you do in life, if you want to be a hooper and be in the NBA, girls like, I want the WNBA. Right now they working on a women's. They already got a women's football league, women's soccer league or some shit. No, women baseball. They want FMLB. Women want to play baseball now. Even though I love to watch college softball, like female college softball is exciting, bro. They don't want to do softball now. Now they want to throw overhand. They want to do They want to do baseball, regular baseball. They want a female baseball league. Women don't have imaginations. The things that women are good at, like sewing. Well, men are the best chefs, but let's say cooking, even though men are the best chefs, right? Painting, because women love crayons and grape juice, right? That's what they all do, paint and sip, right? Like you would think the greatest painters on earth would be women. Honestly, you wouldn't think Michelangelo. You would really think a woman, because women love drawing. The things that women are intrinsically good at by natural law, they don't want to do. That's why you shouldn't have co-ed schools, because women are taught to be men and compete with men. Women are great at things that that today's society tells them is marginalized, and they slaves if they act like women. I'm not manosphere, bro. I am just an old nigga saying still. I've been like this since 23, though, to be honest with you, bro. So I can't even say that. I can't say that I just got old and was like, stay off my lawn. I've been like this since 23. My age just finally met my stay off my lawn energy. So people be like, oh, he an evil old man. Nah, I was like this at 23, bro. But yeah. But I appreciate you being here, bro. I appreciate you being here, B. Let me read this article a little bit. Just a little bit. A federal emergency management agency worker has been fired. Yo, time out. Pause real quick. I was today years old when I realized that FEMA meant Federal Emergency Management Agency, bro. That is crazy, bro. No. I didn't know, bro. I didn't know that's what FEMA stood for. A Federal Emergency Management Agency worker has been fired after she directed workers helping hurricane survivors not to go to homes with yard signs supporting President-elect Donald Trump, the agency's leader said in a statement Saturday.
This is a clear violation of FEMA's core values and principles to help people regardless of their political affiliation.
FEMA Administrator Deanne Criswell said in a statement to social media.
This was reprehensible.
The agency did not identify the employee, nor did it say where it happened. But Florida Governor Ron DeSantis called it targeted discrimination of Florida residents who support Trump. Said it happened in Florida. I believe DeSantis on that. Yo, this is the face of your ops, man. This is the face. Y'all looking for angry snowman. Y'all not looking for Miss Snowman. Like, this is the face of your ops. This goofy looking lesbian bitch, right? This is the face of your ops. Women are the ops. Even historically, when you talk about racism, most acts of racism started over women. It started because black women wanted to fuck a white man and got pregnant and was like, you gonna take care of this baby? And he was like, hell no. And then her brother got mad, and next thing you know, you got picnics, right? You got picking niggas, right? You got hangings, you got cities burning because of women. Or you got white women that fuck black men, or didn't fuck black men, but just felt offended by black men who she assumed wanted to fuck her, because all girls think they hot. So you get the Emmett Tills, you get the white girl on the elevator in Tulsa, Black Wall Street. You get a lying ass white girl in Roswell. You get the book that I had to read in high school, To Kill a Mockingbird. White girl go out, get raped by her daddy. Her daddy hit her in the eye and she blame it on the black man. The black man get executed. The whole city go up in smoke. Women are the face of racism. Women are the face of fascism. Women are the face of communism. Women are not good at being human beings. Most malaise that we've had in America has started with women. Even down to America being colonized by England. If you look at history, you have Native American women like Pocahontas. You have African women via Britain who promoted black men being slaves so black women can own property, like Elizabeth Key Stanton. Women are the face of debauchery. The way that you save yourself is not being a simp, my nigga. Most activities that happen start with women fight promoting and then men supporting fight promoting women because they motherfucking simps. Keep your foot on a motherfucking neck and keep your hand around a motherfucking neck. You'll be alright. Man, why ain't my clip ain't working? Be a good Muslim man. Be a good Muslim man. Keep your hand around their goddamn neck. You won't have to worry about racism. You won't have to worry about white supremacy. If you keep your hand around their neck, you don't have to worry about invaders. You don't have to worry about colonialism. You don't have to worry about shit. Keep your hand around their motherfucking neck. Now, you might lose a fight. You might get conquered. All the boys and the men die. That might happen, but You don't have to worry about living through the bullshit if you keep your hand around a motherfucking neck. Do you know why white people conquered the whole world for spices? Because they was on boats without women. If they women was there, they would never have conquered Madagascar or Africa or America or nothing. Because they'd have been the bitch in their motherfucking ear.
You shouldn't do that. What you doing, George? Please, George.
We wouldn't have had the innovations that we have today if men got pussy. You wouldn't have George Washington Carver. You wouldn't have Nikola Tesla. You wouldn't have Thomas Edison. I'm not Thomas Edison. Einstein. You wouldn't have Albert Einstein if women were good people. You wouldn't have Michael Jordan. If Michael Jordan loved Juanita Jordan, you wouldn't have the GOAT. He would have been at home with his kids. If Juanita didn't blackmail him over a kid, he offered her 500,000 to get an abortion. She said no. And then David Falk, Michael Jordan's agent, David Falk come through and say, yo, bro, you're going to fuck up your image. You're going to have to marry this bitch. And he wasn't in an unhappy marriage to the point that he would rather golf 36 holes and then go to the casino boat and then go practice and had niggas at his crib at 4 a.m. lifting weights. If he loved his wife, we wouldn't have to go. If they were good people, there's a lot of innovations in life that we wouldn't have. Yo, motivational say you could tell how LeBron loved his wife because of the way he played basketball. I would argue you could tell that LeBron loved his mother by the way he played basketball. Because he always crying. It's always somebody else's fault. I mean, he always trying to find a better deal, a new man, or new men. I would argue that LeBron moved like his mama, not his wife. I like Savannah. Savannah probably saved him. LeBron moved like his mama. But still, either way, he listens to women, and that's why he not the GOAT. He has the skill set to be the GOAT. He doesn't have the work ethic or the killer mentality to be the GOAT. Because he got a lot of effeminate energy. He doesn't know conflict resolution skills. He doesn't have the ability. He has the talent, but he doesn't have the ability mentally to be like, thou shalt not pass. That's a man trait. You ain't fucking with me, nigga. The competitive spirit. That's a woman thing. He moved like a boomer. He's a very talented young boomer, but he moved like a boomer. But I agree with you on that. But it's not Savannah's fault. It's his mama's fault. That's all. Still a black woman, but I'm just making that differential. All right, back to the article, man. If y'all want to join the show, man, the link is in the comments, man. Y'all can pull up if y'all want to. DeSantis says he has directed the Florida Division of Emergency Management to begin an investigation into FEMA. That's wild. The blatant. Oh, wait. Do I got DeSantis? Yeah, I got DeSantis' voice. Hold on.
The blatant weaponization of government by partisan activists in the federal bureaucracy is yet another reason why the Biden-Harris administration is in its final days.
DeSantis said on social media.
New leadership is on the way in D.C., and I'm optimistic that these partisan bureaucrats will be fired.
Goddamn right. Man, like as y'all come in, man. Like as y'all come in.
Dirty folks need your support. Please donate to the Daycare Fund.
Do you have some change?
Likes are free, man. Put in your heart, donate to the Daycare, man. Support the channel, though. Support the stream. Most of these things gonna be members only. So we got. I wish I could do 10 cents, bro. I really wish I could have. but the least 99 cents. If y'all got $1 a month to support your boy, man, get a membership just so you can see the videos. A lot of these videos are gonna go membership only because I'm trying to stay monetized and you can't talk man on YouTube. Anyway, but with that being said, check this out. Right after that, they sent me this. Mr. Truth Ultra, he says, this is huge. Trump's plan to deploy the National Guard and federal assets to every major city to restore law and order. I'm not even mad about that. In addition, he's allowing citizens to sue local officials for damages caused by their policies and passing a concealed carry reciprocity legislation allowing gun owners to carry beyond their state lines. That right there, bro, that is revolutionary, bro. I don't know if you guys travel. There's been a lot of cases like Burris. I can't remember Burris' first name. He used to be a wide receiver for the Giants. There's a lot of cases, right, where you are a legal licensed gun owner, where you are, and then you go to another state, and all of a sudden it's illegal, right? What Biden is, smack myself for that. What Trump is saying is, if you're an American citizen, you should be able to have constitutional Second Amendment laws, right? Second Amendment rights. You should be able to go to Texas where they're open carry, and you should be able to go to any other state and open carry because that's where you're from. This is why that makes sense. I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's bogus. No. This is why it makes sense. When I drive out of town, and I used to all the time, I haven't in a minute, but I used to all the time. I drive to Minnesota, I drive to Wisconsin, I drive to South Dakota, I would drive to Iowa, I would drive to Indiana. Wherever I drive to Georgia, all the time I would drive to Atlanta. Because I was fucking with Akeisha. Don't judge my life, right? And nothing happened to me, right? So if all of my tags were expired in Illinois, right? Me being from Chicago, if I don't have an Illinois license plate sticker, I don't have a Chicago window sticker, I don't have whatever registration I'm supposed to have in Illinois for my car, once I cross the state line, none of that matters. They're not gonna impound my car. They're not gonna do shit, right? They're gonna give me a speeding ticket. They can't give me a ticket for no registration. They can't give me a ticket for no city sticker because I'm not from their municipality and I'm not from their state. But I still licensed to drive. It's not like when I get to in Chicago, right next to Indiana, bro, 15 minutes. It's not like when I get to Indiana state line, I gotta park my car and then switch it in for an Indiana car, right? Because oh my God, you're not licensed to drive in Indiana because you're licensed in Illinois. Nah, I can go where the fuck I want to go. So if you're telling me that I'm licensed to carry a gun, I should be able to go where the fuck I want to go. If you come to a draconian city like Chicago, Chicago has the toughest gun laws in America. But yet and still, when y'all talk about gun violence, the first thing you say is Chicago, right? Because it doesn't matter. Right next door, Gary, Indiana, everybody getting killed, but they have open carry, which means you can't conceal your gun. People have to know that you got a gun, right? You can have a double holster with the holster on your knee, another strap-on holster on your thigh. You could do whatever. You can have 5 guns and walk in white hand pantry like, yo, let me get a pack of Bubblicious. And they won't think anything of it as long as they can see that you're armed. You can't conceal in Indiana because that's not how they thing work. You can't be a sneaky shooter. You got to be an open shooter. Same thing with Texas, right? Constitutional carry states. What Trump is saying is, He wants to make a federal law to make A2 a federal thing. Like the states still regulate who can get a gun card, but once you get one where you are, then you can go anywhere with it. Like any other license that you would have, right? I'm kind of with that. I don't like federal intervention a lot. I think that we need less laws. But in that particular case, I'm kind of with that one. I'm also with the fact that he's allowing people from cities like Dallas. Well, Dallas is technically it would be Marrero or in San Antonio, but they aren't not support cities. What they call it? Sanctuary cities. Chicago, Detroit, New York, Atlanta, LA, Seattle, Portland, Denver. These cities who are sanctuary cities that have all these migrants in, and they have billion-dollar. Chicago has $1 billion deficit, all on migrants, all on housing, feeding migrants. New York got almost a $5 billion deficit, housing, feeding migrants. And the citizens are like, what the fuck? Well, Trump is saying that the citizens have a opportunity to make a class action lawsuit to sue the municipality for lost income, whatever it is, right? However you square that circle, to have some type of reparative justice for letting migrants come and mess up your shit, right? I'm not against that because open borders are illegal. We fought an entire war for borders. The Mexican-American War, Cinco de Mayo, was about closing the borders on the Rio Grande. We fought an entire war. Not only did we fight a war, we wrote a song about it. The Marine song says in the lyrics that we airing niggas out from the mountaintops of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. Tripoli is in Libya. Or it's in northern Africa. I might be wrong about Libya, but it's a city in northern Africa. The reason we have a navy today is because they wanted to go over there and knock out the northern Africans, because the northern Africans used to steal all of America's import-export that we were sending to Britain. So, Andrew Jackson created a navy to stop them from stealing our shit. So, that's a whole song. From the shores of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. It's in the goddamn, it's baked in the cake that we fought a war for borders. So opening up the borders and having federal agents hold the gate open while people cross the Rio Grande and come and see your state, that is an act of treason. And he's saying, yo, American citizens, we don't want you to put up arms against America, right? We don't want you to rebel against America. We don't want an insurgency. We don't want that. Maybe we can compensate you. Reparations, right? Maybe we can compensate you. Maybe if you were living in Chicago and you like, yo, where the fuck they come from? Maybe we can give you a couple of dollars, right? Would you cop out for a couple of dollars, right? I ain't got 40 acres to give you. I don't have no mules. Mules are out of style. Can I give you a couple of dollars? For reparative justice for the migrants that the Biden-Harris administration let in. The money is just the money. Don't worry about the money part. That's a great morale move. That's a great bring America together move. You know who gonna hate that? Liberal women. A bunch of goddamn liberal women. they're going to think that there's something wrong with that because liberals hate function. Well, liberals hate hierarchy. Liberals hate men. Liberals hate government. Liberals hate autonomy. Liberals hate organization. Liberals are not good people. Purple-haired girls are not good people. People with nose rings are not good people. Black women, 90% of them, not good people. They're begging for the chaos. They're begging for slavery. They vote for slavery. All their agendas are slavery. And then they tell you if you vote against it that you want to be a slave. Because they're dumb. It's just dumb fucking people. And then if you listen to them, you become dumb. And you start agreeing with them because of crayon. Because of color combinations, right? Nobody else does that, by the way. The British and the French don't give a fuck. They both white. The Mexicans and the Puerto Ricans don't give a fuck. They both beige. The fucking Japanese, Chinese, and Koreans don't give a fuck that they all got slant eyes either up with or down with. They don't give a fuck. They know what the fuck they are. They tribal. You're a colorist. You think Africans your people? They ain't your fucking people. I like Jamaicans, but they're not your people. But Jamaicans don't try to be your people. Jamaicans like being Jamaican. Shout out to them. Haitians ain't your fucking people. They're their own people. And they'll tell you, man, I'm in America. I'm going to get this money. I'm going to send money back home. Once a nigga say back home, they not your people. I'm not knocking them. Cool people. Just not your people. I grew up on a block full of Mickey Cobras and Blackstones, my nigga. And I'm GD. I ain't got no beef with them. We played basketball together. We built tree houses together. But when it came down to get down, we not going to ride together because we ride different. But they not bad people. During the pandemic, it was a Mickey Cobra gave me a job. It's like, yo, bro, they shut your shit down during the pandemic? Man, I'm hiring, bro. I'm the manager here, B. He needs a couple of dollars. Love that nigga. My God. But we ain't in the same tribe. We look alike. We both black men. We not in the same tribe. We not in the same nation. He in a Mickey Cobra nation. I'm in the Gangster Disciple nation. He in the Cherokee nation. I'm in the Chippewa nation. Seminole nation. That's how tribe work. Every tribe has its own nation. And then you're still under the umbrella of America. Tribalism. Loving your brother as you love yourself. Ism. Women don't love anything. They don't love themselves. They don't love their kids. They don't love men. They hate everything. But they need everything to get along, right? They hate their kids, but they need the kid for free housing, right? They hate men, but they need men to feed them, to entertain them. Girls ain't entertaining. Every time you fuck with a girl, you got to take them out. Oh, where we going to go? We don't have a date no more. Because they can't entertain themselves. They depend on you for entertainment, for monetary value, to provide the kid that they're going to steal from you in order to get free housing. They depend on you for everything. And they say they don't need you. But they need you for everything. Because that's the bipolarism of being a liberal woman. And then you bipolar because you reflect that shit and you say shit like, I'm my own man. I ain't got to listen to no man. Word? You sound like a bitch that says she don't need no man. Man, I'm my own man, nigga. I'm doing my own thing, nigga. Fuck this. I live in America. I was born in America. I was raised in America. I went to school in America. I only speak English. I don't have no other native language. Man, fuck America. We black America against us. Wait, what? Everything white. Man, my girl turned against me because white supremacy. The police who come here, they white supremacy. Everything orderly is white supremacy, bro? Y'all just as bad as the women that raised you. So I got to understand that everybody ain't going to try. I get that. So I get that y'all, there's a lot of people that don't understand that it's a good thing that you should be able to sue your representative because we live in a representative government. It's a good thing that you should be able to sue your representative for doing things that doesn't represent your best self-interest, right? Like, I should be able to sue Brandon Johnson in Chicago for letting all these fucking migrants in. because you did something against the residents of Chicago. You intentionally put Venezuelans in areas that they want to put the Obama library so you can lower the property value and go to and cause chaos and have taxpayers move out that area because the blacks and the Venezuelans shooting everything up against each other. I will give Venezuelans this. They have united black gangs, bro. I will give them that. BDs, GDs, Four Corner Hustlers, they all out east shooting at the Venezuelans. They have created a quasi-unity for black gangs because even though every black gang they own tribe, they was like, yo, enemies of my friends are my enemy. And these Venezuelans is extra. But you put them there so you can put the casino and the fucking Obama library in South Shore. You did that intentionally. That is a treasonous act. That means Obama's a traitor too, by the way. Because they did all this shit for Obama. That makes Obama's a traitor too, but you're not going to say that because Obama black Jesus to the colors. He ain't nothing going to happen to him. You should be able to sue for that. Let me get monetary compensation for that. You're not going to give me the land. You're not going you don't want me to go to war against the Federation, right? Against the administration. You don't want me to go to war. Pay me. I think that was the base level, like base human nature response to that shit. I give Trump all credit for that. Was there something else here? Let me see. Let's check together. All right. Sign a record investment in hiring, retention, and training for police officers. All right. Return to proven policing measures such as stop and frisk, strictly enforcing existing gun laws. I don't know about that one. Stop and frisk is some bullshit. Take on and, if needed, prosecute the radical Soros Marxist prosecutors not enforcing the rule of law. Wait a fucking minute, bro. Wait a minute. Wow. That is fucking wow. Bro, let me read that again. Take on and, if needed, prosecute the radical Soros Marxist prosecutors not enforcing the rule of law. Wait a minute. First of all, that's absolutely crazy, bro. First of all, that's crazy.
Hell no, to the no.
He's talking about Fannie Willis down there in Atlanta. He's talking about the 5 black fat chicks that was part of the New York judicial situation. 5 black women judges that somehow convicted him without any evidence. He's talking about, think about this. Think about what Soros did, right? Soros gave money to black women and gave black men who thought they were women in order to use heterosexual black men's trauma to give money to women and gays. Think about that. When you die, she get paid and give it to a gay dude. Nigga, right now, nigga, if you got a girlfriend and you went to work and you gave your girl an allowance and she had a side nigga and gave that side nigga all your bread, you'll be heated like a motherfucker, bro. So imagine that you're a Brown, man, what was Brown first name? Down there in Missouri. Whatever Brown, or you George Floyd, or you whoever, and you get deleted by police or whatever the case may be, because we just talking Soros, right? You're more likely to get deleted by some girl who mad at you, but she'll get her cousins at you, but because they fight promoters. But just generally speaking, that Black Lives Matter didn't care about that. They only cared about if you got killed by a white person, right? So you not one of the 3,000 incidents a year with black on black murder. You're part of the 200 incidents a year with black on police murder. Okay, cool. And you die. They have a parade for you. Because that's all they do is protest parades. They don't ride. They just do parades and shit. They do signs with fucking markers and what do you call it? Not silhouette. What you call it? Shit when they got the board with all the letters on it with the holes in it and you just draw it in? Not silhouette. Stencil, right? They got a stencil board and some markers. And they make some signs, and then a bunch of fat bitches decide that they're gonna walk 5 blocks, but they only gonna film 3 of the 5 blocks they walk and shit, so they can still yell loud. And then they end up getting $80 million. You know who they get? Not from black people. $80 million from white people with white guilt, because they're not your enemy. They're funding your missions, right? White people are looking out for you. So they like, oh shit, black man died. That's his mama, that's his sister, that's his cousin. That's okay. We're gonna give money and get $80 million for white people because black men died. Nothing happened to black women, by the way, because nothing never happened to these bulldagger bitches, right? But black men died, and they give $80 million to black women, and she said, you know, I'm gonna keep 60, and I'm gonna get 20 million to dudes that suck dick. The fuck? You know who gets nothing? The heterosexual black men that start this shit. Look, y'all don't understand how to tribe up. If y'all understood to love your brother as you love yourself, that would be your market. Yo, my brother got killed, give me bread so I can take care of my other brothers so it don't happen. Women are not going to take care, and I don't care what race of women. Women not going to take care of the men who they use to get the money, because women are self-centered creatures, right? They're people of comfort. They're gonna buy bigger couches, better drapes, more thread counts on their sheets. They don't give a fuck about you. That's just who they are. When men do it, men take care of their brothers and they get more money in the back end, right? Like delayed gratification. Men do it, boom. We do it shit today. I ain't get no money on Monday because I know on Friday I'm gonna get a mint, right? That's what a paycheck is. I work all week, on Friday I get a mint. Girls think like strippers, like I need $1 today. I slid on a pole today. I need $1 today. You can offer me $1,000 on Friday if I slide down all 5 days, but I'd rather have $5, $1 a day. Every day I slide down this pole, give me $1, than waiting for 5 days and getting 500. Because that's how girls think. Girls are instant gratification creatures, like toddlers, like small children. That throw tantrums. And now 5, but because they want some candy, right? Those would buy. That's what Trump meant when he said the Soros people, the Fannie Willises, I damn near want to say Tiffany Henyard, but I don't even think Tiffany Henyard is a Soros bitch. I think she a criminal bitch, bro. Like no cap. I think she was just. Cause you know she was a check scammer, and her dude was a sex offender. She's just a criminal bitch who got her record expunged and ran for office. I don't think Tiffany Henyard is a Soros girl, but she would fit the mold. I don't think she is one though. But Lori Lightfoot, Tiffany Henyard, whatever the new dyke bitch out there in LA is, whoever their new mayor is, LaTanya, I don't remember LaTanya's last name, but she the mayor of Memphis, light-skinned girl who went to every Freaknik in 1990, and now all she do is fuck married men. Soros girls, and Trump is going after the Soros girls. That is, don't be mad that Trump is going after black women. Gentlemen, swear to God. When you see this happen, Don't call it racism. Don't be mad when Trump goes after all these black women with jobs. These bitches should have been in the motherfucking kitchen in the bedroom anyway, butt naked, right? Don't call it racism, because it's not. These bitches was working against you from day motherfucking... The moment they went to college and learned how to be gay, they was against you. They not your friends. Tiffany Henyard is not your friend. Lori Lightfoot is not your friend. Motherfucking Fannie Willis is not your friend. These are not your motherfucking friends. So when he goes to war against them, do not call it racism. Because you have to choose at that moment. Are you going to be black or are you going to be a man? Because you can't be both. As a black, you'll be offended. Like, oh, he fucking with our women. They're not your women. Unless you black. You got to suck a dick or catch a felony, my nigga. As a man, these bitches have been the ops. Get these bitches up out of here, my nigga. Get these bitches the fuck up out of here. Don't be mad about it. Don't call it racism. Because all you going to say on social media is, here, racist. Look how you went after black women. Don't worry about... duck and weave, nigga. Duck and weave. Don't listen to girls with clothes on. Duck and weave. They're going to try to make everything racism and sexism. Don't duck and weave. These hoes is ops. They're destroying lives. Sidebar. Unrelated to what I'm talking about. Josh, what's his name? Josh Johnson? It's a comedian dude. Josh something. I just watched him earlier today. He had a 42-minute set about Young Thug. How Young Thug was the most expensive trial in Georgia history. And how after 2 years, they had no evidence. 2 years, 3 different judges, 2 different prosecutors. And at the end of the day, the only reason that Young Thug got convicted, technically, quote unquote, is because he was tired of being in jail. So they went from trying to get that nigga life to giving him 35 years to like, I'll let you go home on probation, bro. You can go home today on probation if you want to. He could have beat the case. If he wanted to, he could have beat the case. The judge said they were going to dismiss it with prejudice, which would allow Fannie Willis to retry him. And he was like, man, I don't feel like dealing with this dyke bitch no more. That's the only reason, right? And he ended up getting probation. And he at home now. But you look at a situation like that, and you say, in her feelings, because she was fucking Young Thug ops. She created an entire case to help the dick she was sucking. And tried to put Trump down too, because she was a Soros girl. Girls shouldn't have jobs, bro. If they're not in front of the computer typing, they shouldn't have a job. If they're not in the kitchen with an apron, they shouldn't have jobs. If they're not, and shout out to the medical industry. There's very few female doctors. There's a lot of women nurses, not a lot of women doctors. Shout out to the medicine field for saving lives by not letting women have a knife while you sleep, nigga. Shout out to them. But you gotta, don't call it racism, don't call it sexism. Y'all gotta go back to natural law. What are girls good at? Everything that girls are good at are not the things that come out their mouth, bro. They not good at nothing really with clothes on, bro. Nothing they can do while not wearing pajamas are they good at. They can watch kids in pajamas, put a VCR tape in, scramble some eggs. If they're not wearing a onesie, if your girl not wearing a onesie, because that's what pajamas are really, onesies for adults. Let's be honest. If your toddler not wearing a onesie and she wearing something regular, she's probably not good at it. 9 out of 10 times. There's 10% of women are phenomenal women. That's why people are like, not all. But I'm not going to say not all, because then you think that the exception make the rule, and it don't. 1 out of 10 might be good, some shit. But 90% ain't good at nothing that doesn't require nudity or a onesie. And that's what Trump is going after. So don't call it racism, bro. You just don't understand your girl a toddler, and he's fighting toddlers, right? He's trying to train his toddler.
Daddy, you stank mama.
You're darn tootin' I did.
That means you love her.
That's what I've been trying to tell her.
All right, but let's continue this, man. I'll be labeled too long about this house. So let's go. Give victims the radical left prosecutions who chose not to prosecute criminals the ability to sue officials for harm and suffering. Quote, if your small business is pillaged because shoplifting goes unpunished or brutally attacked by a violent felon out release without bail or bond, you will be entitled to massive damages. Damn, he's talking about Chicago with the no bail shit. Okay. Soros shit. All right, cool. Anyway, instruct Department of Justice to dismantle every gang, street crew, and drug network in America. Death penalty for drug dealers and human traffickers. Wow, that's crazy, bro. That is crazy.
That is amazing.
That is crazy, man. I would almost take it to the point of hell.
Hell no. To the no.
That is a lot. That's a lot, bro. To kill every drug dealer, that's a lot. I mean, you gonna kill every pharmacist at Walgreens and at what's the other one? It's Walgreens and it's CVS. You gonna kill all the CVS workers? Yeah. Anyway, deploy federal assets, including the National Guard, to restore law and order when local law enforcement refuses to act. That sounds like Chicago, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, next one. Overhaul school discipline and juvenile justice, education and justice departments to overhead federal standards on disciplining minors. You know what? I don't agree with that one. Y'all. Yo, tribe, I don't agree with that. I ain't gonna.
Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to.
I don't agree with that one. I'm gonna tell you what. You can't have standards and still keep No Child Left Behind. No Child Left Behind is what removed the standards, right? No Child Left Behind. When I was a kid, when I was a small Padawan, they had 3 different classes, right? You had the classes for the smart kids, like the gifted kids, whatever. You had GP, general population, right, which is where most kids are, right? You at grade level, which is no problem with that. You at grade level, and you maintain, and you graduate. So you got that small class of people that should graduate at 12, 13 years old, because they the ones that getting doubles and triples and quadruples, and they scoring like 5 grades ahead on the state the state testing. Those are prodigy children. Prodigy children can't be in general population, or they get bored and they'll just drop out and become criminals, right? So you put those small group of kids in one group. Then the majority of kids in general population, right? You're just going through the motions, right? And then you have another small group that's split. That small group is split in 2 though, right? So you have the disciplinarian kids, right? And then you also have the learning disability kids, right? So you remove the class clowns and put them in their own class. You remove the kids who just are, now that I'm older, now that I that stream, I understand they all got Down syndrome. Don't judge me. I think they all got Down syndrome. But you put the Down syndrome and the autistic kids in one class. You put the bad kids in another class, right? So you spread it out so everybody can function at the best of their ability, right? You have a different special needs teacher for the autistic kids. You got a disciplinarian teacher, and if it's an elementary school, it's a gym coach, right? Because they only got one fucking heterosexual man that work in elementary school. He the gym coach, the janitor, the fucking special needs teacher, the basketball coach. He worked after school to make sure you all get on the buses together. Like, you only got one man. But he, even though it's only him, he gets to fuck all the teachers. So I guess that's the benefit, right? He gets to be the work boo for the whole school. He the work boo for the whole school, but he handle that, right? So it's 3 different levels, 4 different classes, right? That's how it worked. When you did No Child Left Behind, you put the smart kid, the dumb kid, and the average kids in the same group. And none of them could fail. You needed the smart kids to keep the GPA up so that the school didn't lose funding and close down. And then you had the average kids, which nothing wrong with that. You're going with the program. And then you got the dumb kids that have to pass because of their age. So the smart kids are making up for the dumb kids. So you have an average, you know what I'm saying? You have an average median because you won't let the smart kids excel and you won't let the dumb kids fail. So now you have an average median and everybody get pushed through at the same time. So you have to get rid of No Child Left Behind before Trump can talk about enforcing education and standards and structure in the school and all that shit. You're not gonna get structure. A lot of kids raised by single mothers, you're not gonna get structure, right? All the black kids gonna shoot everybody after school. All the white kids gonna shoot up the school because you don't have daddies. There's no conflict resolution skills. You got to change a lot of shit, Trump, before you start talking about that. There's a lot of shit that goes with that. Anyway. Signed concealed and carry reciprocity legislation. Second Amendment won't end at the state line. I respect that one, though. I respect that one. Secure the border, dramatically increasing interior enforcement and wage war on the cartels. Yeah, I was trying to fight some locals. But hold on, let's check this out. He got a video for it. Let's check out the video, y'all. Like as y'all come in, man. Like as y'all come in, man. Senior Heart donate to the daycare, man.
Hey, baby. How much do you need?
Not much.
I will sign
Just enough for a new wig and a...
Can dirty cash apps too, please, kind sir.
All right, let's see what we're talking about.
Joe Biden and the defund the police Democrats have turned our once great cities into cesspools of bloodshed and crime. There's never been anything like it. Here's my plan to restore law and order in our cities and throughout our country, frankly. First, because police forces have been gutted by Democrats' war on police, I will sign a record investment in hiring, retention, and training for police officers nationwide. So important. This bill will also increase vital liability protections for officers because the Democrats want to take those protections away from our police because we want them to do their jobs, and we want them to do their jobs right. You can't take their protections away if you're going to have them do their jobs properly. Second, to qualify for this new funding and all other Justice Department grants, I will insist that local jurisdictions return to proven common sense policing measures, such as stop and frisk. Very simple. You stop them and you frisk them. Strictly enforcing existing gun laws against convicted felons, cracking down on the open use of illegal drugs, and cooperating with ICE to get criminal aliens off our streets and get them out of our country. Third, we will go after the radical Marxist prosecutors who are abolishing cash bail, refusing to charge crimes, and surrendering our cities to violent criminals. They have surrendered like never before. I will direct the DOJ to open civil rights investigations into radical left prosecutors' offices, such as those in Chicago, LA, and San Francisco, to determine whether they have illegally engaged in race-based enforcement of the law. I will also work with Congress to give the victims of their Marxist policies the right to sue local officials for harm and suffering, and it has been great that they have caused. If your small business is pillaged because shoplifting goes unpunished, if you're brutally attacked by a violent felon released without bail or bond, then you will be entitled to massive damages. Fourth, I will order the Department of Justice, or some people call it the Department of Injustice right now, and Homeland Security dismantle every gang, street crew, and drug network in America. Every single one of them will be dismantled.
We already know where these turf wars and drug dens are. We know who the people are. And we're going to charge them and charge the culprits with every crime that we can find.
And pause that real quick. Two things real quick. Two things. Number two, what you just said about they know where everybody, they really know where everybody is, bro. I'm not even going to cap on you, bro. I'm not even going to cap on you. They had investigated 63rd Street for 10 years. They just didn't do anything until FBG Doug got killed on Magnificent Mile, because Magnificent Mile is a tourist attraction. That's how the BDs got taken down, right? But had they not left their neighborhood and kept that on 63rd Street, the feds wouldn't have jumped in, bro. I remember clear as day when niggas had pagers, bro. Like, everybody didn't have a cell phone back then. This is like 1993, 94. Our nigga Booby was on the phone with his girlfriend. And all of us used to hear clicks in our phone. We had house phones. We all used to say that click in the phone. And one day the click came through and he heard the whole office, like the whole Fed office in the background, people talking, like, you know, motherfucker. And the feds told him, he was on the phone with his baby. Well, she became his baby mama, but he was his girlfriend at the time. And he was like, I don't care about your conversations with your little girlfriend. That's not what I'm listening to your calls for. And he came on the block and told us that shit. That was in 1993, 94. In 2004, the feds called me like, man, folks, we've been looking at it for a minute, bro. Can we come holler at you? I'm like, nigga, I'll holler at you. Where you gonna be at tomorrow? He like, I'm gonna be at your crib. I'm like, nah, you ain't gotta come to my crib. We had a cordial conversation, me and the Fed agents. And it was like, man, bro, we've been investigating you for like 8 years, my nigga. Like, everybody we snatched, they say your name, but you that guy. Bro, everything that happens in America, the feds are on it. You got a social security number, you got an EIN number, you got a birth certificate. Look, bro, you register for everything, bro. Everything you do, you register for it. They got cameras everywhere in major cities like Chicago, LA, I'm just using the three he used. Chicago, LA, San Francisco, cameras everywhere. They got facial recognition shit. Every time you use FaceTime, your facial recognition work on FaceTime the same way it work on fucking the street cams. Bro, they know everything you doing. They just don't care. It's so many people in America doing shit. If it ain't too big and you ain't impacting the lives too much, it just lets you slide. He's talking about cracking down. Now, I don't believe he can do it. I don't believe that's a possible thing for all the people that's doing bullshit. And I know when y'all hear cracking down on gangs, y'all think black people, because y'all colors, right? And colors always think that all felons belong to colors. Y'all identify with that shit heavy, right? I mean, even to the point that y'all think that white people that have been locked up 3 times is more black than black people that's never been arrested. Y'all really identify with crime a lot. But the Ambrose, the Saxon Knights, the Guardians, I can't remember the name, something Guardians, Guardian Angels, all the motherfuckers felons. The motherfucking niggas on Harleys. Damn, what's the name of the motherfuckers on the bikes? Hell's Angels. Everybody, bro. Everybody get investigated, bro. The MS-13s, the Latin Kings, the Satan Disciples. Everybody get investigated, bro. When they snatch the colors, y'all gonna call it racism. But everybody, he's talking about investigating everybody. That's why I don't think it's possible. Right? Now I froze up again. That's why I don't think it's possible. Because you can't possibly arrest everybody who has a non-sanctioned tribe in America. Because that's what it is, right? The Klan is a sanctioned tribe, ironically enough, right? The Klan has a national charter. They can do parades through your city. Ain't nothing gonna happen with the Klan. They gonna be cool. A non-sanctioned tribe. They gonna look at everybody, B. And that's not they already been looking at it, but that's not possible. It's not possible to arrest everybody. I won't give them that. But that's my second point. My first point was, hold on, I forgot what he said. Let me go back.
Bail or bond, then you will be.
Oh, the bail and the no bond shit that's going on in Illinois, in Chicago, especially. I know about Chicago. Kim Fox started a program that no bond. So we thought that everybody was gonna get arrested with no bond, like no cash bail. You ain't gonna be able to move. No cash bail mean everybody go back home, man. That shit crazy, bro. I remember, but maybe 2 years ago, I went to go get some tacos. I mean, come on, bro, it's me. I was to get tacos, right? It was a little spot called a Turo's. I went to go get some tacos. There was a young man there. He was about 18, 19 years old. That nigga had on some, I never forget what bro, nigga, because he 18, 19 years old. He had on a T-shirt. It might have been a wife beater. I don't remember that part. Some gym shorts. Some ankle socks with flip-flops. He ain't even had no gym shoes on. He had ankle socks with flip-flops, some gym shorts, and a wife beater. He was going to get some tacos. He was in line in front of me, and a big ass ankle bracelet. And I told to him, I was like, "Yo, shorty, how the fuck you out here getting tacos with an ankle bracelet? You on house arrest? How the fuck you live in the crib?" He like, "Man, big homie, ain't even like that no more, bro." He like, "Man, cause ain't nobody got no house phone." They said they give you a little box with a cell phone in it, and you just gotta carry the cell phone around. So your bracelet can't be more than 50 feet or 10 feet. It might have been 10 feet from the box. So he riding around with the box. So the box don't go off while he riding around. Now the box had GPS in it. They know where he at. But it ain't beeping. It ain't going off because it's on the cell phone. And he moving around with the cell phone. He got the cell phone in the car with his girl. He in line getting tacos in front of me. Seemed like a cool young man, to be honest with you. Like, I didn't feel in danger or anything. But he was a fucking arrestee with a house arrest bracelet. And he ain't at the crib. The policies don't work. They just don't work. Trump, I agree with him on that. We need to go against the people who have a no cash bail for felonies. Let people go with misdemeanors, right? But for felonies, I get it. I don't think the drug cartel thing gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work at all. But there's a problem with that, because if you notice, the places that have a no cash bail, they always have a female state's attorney. These women love felons. Black women love Kim Fox love a felon. Fannie Willis loves fucking felons. They love felons, so they're always trying. When they talk about crime reform, what they talking about? They're not talking about safer streets. They talking about releasing felons. Even these pro-blacks talking about letting go killers. I feel safe with the killers not around. And I'm cool with killers. I feel safe around killers, not around. But I got to know the killer. Like, I don't want to be around your killer. Like, I don't know them niggas. Like, I know my killers, and I feel safe as shit. I don't know your killers. At least my killers had it. They kill, but they don't talk about it. They got jobs. They do other shit. They cook out. They not just popping pills, smoking blunts like who we gonna get next. These young niggas is killer. Like, these young boys are what they said gangs were in New Jack City 30 years ago. Like, man, you got to kill a civilian in order to be part of the gang. Like, they arbitrary killers. It's not about turf wars. It's not about money. It's not about you fuck my girl. It's like a cultural thing. Like, we got to shoot up everything, B. It's different out here, B. These young niggas wild. All the girls who stole Gen X babies, now them babies is fucking Gen Z and they wild. They sucking dick and pulling triggers. He's not gonna be able to do it how you think he's gonna do it. Cause you can't micro the macro. To be the president is macro. You can't micro the macro. You can't say from the top position that I'm gonna I'm gonna make sure that every nook and cranny is clean. You in the top position, B. You're not gonna be able to do that. You can't even give people the authority to do that. It's not gonna work. You're gonna flood out the prisons. You're gonna change the dynamics. People gonna lose jobs. You're not gonna be able to do that. But I get the energy. I get the essence of what he's talking about. Because what he's saying is these people come from cities with dyke mayors. My problem with Trump is, and he kind of sort of saying it when he called it the Soros crew, but you gotta attack the. If he changed child custody laws and make men default custodians with the child, right? If y'all want to play that game, if you try, it's automatic because I don't give a fuck about these people, right? Because it goes off birth certificate. I can certify. I've done the work to certify the birth of tribal kids, so we don't have to go through the default state certification. It'll be a tribal certification. Now I give it to the man because fuck these hoes. But if you want to, on a national level, stop it. Stop letting the women get kids. Stop giving women jobs that require thinking and counting. In the 7 years, you'll see all this shit go past. Everything he's doing right now is a stopgap, and it's not possible. But I respect his effort. Anyway, I ain't gonna overtalk it. Like as y'all come in, man. Liking and share, man. Let's go back.
Be entitled to massive damages. Fourth, I will order the Department of Justice, or some people call it the Department of Injustice right now, and Homeland Security dismantle every gang, street crew, and drug network in America. Every single one of them will be dismantled. We already know where these turf wars and drug dens are. We know who the people are. And we're going to charge them and charge the culprits with every crime that we can find. We're going to be fair, but we're going to be tough. We also need the death penalty for drug dealers. So important. And I'd add to that human traffickers. Drug dealers and human traffickers, they get the death penalty. Watch it stop and stop quickly. Fifth, in cities where there has been a complete breakdown of law and order, where the fundamental right of our citizens are being intolerably violated, I will not hesitate to send in federal assets, including the National Guard, until safety is restored. If Nancy Pelosi would have accepted our National Guard or our soldiers, you wouldn't have had January 6th. But she and the mayor of D.C. didn't do that. Sixth, we will end the leftist takeover of school discipline and juvenile justice. Many of these carjackers and criminals are 13, 14, and 15 years old. I will order the Education and Justice Departments to overhaul federal standards on disciplining minors, so when troubled youth are out in control, they're out on the streets and they're going wild, we will stop it. The consequences are swift, certain, and strong, and they will know that.
Hold on, real quick, pause. I'm not even against that, right? Here's my question. How is Trump so hard in the streets, my nigga? How is he so hard in the goddamn streets, bro? This shit is crazy to me, bro. This is crazy to me. Trump knows who jacking cars, even though he's never been part of a carjack. Trump knows who YSL is. Trump knows all the rappers. Trump is in the streets, bro. Trump is in the goddamn streets. Like, people be like, Trump racist. Trump know everything going on in the goddamn streets, bro. How is this 76-year-old man knowing what's going on in the streets, man? Who is his peoples? Trump is wilding in these. Look, I bet you, bro. that somewhere in New York, somewhere in the Bronx, Trump has been to the gambling spot, B. I promise you, he in somebody back alley shaking dice, and nigga like, you should do this at Trump Casino in Atlantic City. I do this. I do this. I've been shaking for a minute. How you think I got the casinos? 7. Trump is too in tune, bro. I respect it, but I'm amazed by it. And I'm amazed how people call him a racist. Because this motherfucker knows more about street shit than the black people who running from the hood. And I ain't putting nobody on the spot. I don't want to be like, because the first thing I thought was SKC, but this ain't no disrespect to SKC. I like SKC. But I'm just saying, like, he know more about what's going on in urban black America than black men who marry white women. This motherfucker's in the trench. He got informers, my nigga. This motherfucker got informers, bro. Yo, anyway. So, man, Superfly I say about to break from the UN. No, you're not. He about to break from a couple of shits, but not the UN. The G12 out of there. NATO, not NATO. NATO is us. It's North American Treaty. Not UN though. What's the other one, bro? Well, he was talking about nobody else pay in, like America got to fight at they own all the fights and they got to pay all the money and everybody is a part of it. The G6 and some other shit. I don't think you're gonna lead the UN though. But yeah, he about to break from a lot of shit, man. A lot of European shit that use America for muscle while they do all type of dumb shit in Europe. He about to break away from a lot of that shit, bro. I don't think he's gonna leave from NATO though. But if he does, because honestly, bro, from where we stand geographically, Canada and Mexico, that's all we really need, right? South America, maybe. That's not even South America, Central America, like Panama, shit like that. Like, we really don't need to be clicking with Europe. We don't have European problems. We have our hemisphere problems. So if he did, it wouldn't really affect. It'll stop us from giving money to all the people we've been giving money to. Y'all know who going to war. I don't feel like I'm already stealing content. I don't feel like saying names and not getting monetized. But y'all know who we giving money to, right? So it'll stop that. But so maybe I don't think he gonna leave NATO though. Because if I'm yo, in the chat, tell me what NATO stand for. Because I thought it stood for North American Treaty Organization. So we would be North America. I thought North American Treaty Organization is Canada, Mexico. You know, let me know though. No. You might say NATO. You say UN. I don't think he's leaving the UN, bro. The United Nations, I don't think he's leaving the UN. Anyway, let's go back to Trump. Yo, but I just want to know, like, who? One of y'all people, y'all on Trump payroll, my nigga. I promise you. One of y'all telling that nigga who YSL is. Y'all telling him who Fannie Willis fucking. Y'all telling him who Kim Fox is cheating on her husband with. Y'all getting that nigga all the gang signs. Y'all told him where to get the weed at, so he ain't got to pay $30 a gram. Y'all told him where the $5 grams at. Y'all niggas snitching to Trump, bro. I promise you. One of y'all niggas snitching to Trump, bro.
Hell no. To the no.
Yeah, y'all niggas snitches, bro. Trump know too much about shit he shouldn't know about. You shouldn't be damn near close to a Billy and know who got nickel bags of weed. One of y'all snitching, bro. Trump know too much shit, bro, about low-level shit, bro. I'm just saying. But let's go back.
Seventh, I will protect the right of self-defense everywhere it is under siege. and I will sign concealed carry reciprocity. Your Second Amendment does not end at the state line. In addition, I will, of course, fully secure the border, dramatically increase interior enforcement, and wage war on the cartels. We have never had a border so secure as it was just 2 years ago, and now our border is the worst anywhere in the world and possibly of all time. There's never been a country that allowed to happen what's happening in the United States right now, where millions of people are pouring across our borders. They come from mental institutions, they come from the prisons, they're all being let out so they can come into the United States. They're poisoning our country. We will also take back our streets from the homeless, the drug addicted, and the mentally ill. I will discuss those plans in much more detail very soon. That is how I will bring back public safety to America. I want to thank you. We're going to make America great again, and we're going to make America safe again. Thank you.
One of y'all texting Trump and telling him where to get nickel bags of weed, bro. I promise you. One of y'all texting 88022 telling him where the nickel bag man at, bro. I promise you. Y'all niggas is talking too much, B. Trump got too much low-level, low-life information that he can just recite, bro. Like, he ain't got no teleprompter. When he said that shit about Fannie Willis, talking about YSL, and she was fucking young jock ops and all that shit came off his tongue, bro. One of y'all niggas snitch. Trump is somewhere right now drinking E&J, smoking weed with Busta Rhymes or some shit. Like, Trump is too... I don't agree with everything he said, and I've said that doing it. But look, I understand he has boomer solutions to modern problems. I'm with that shit, Superfly. That nigga the real underboss, bro. That nigga's the real the real John Gotti, B. That motherfucker know everything going on, B. Like, this real, bro. That's kind of what you want from a king. That's kind of what you want from a president. But I say a king because black people don't vote for a president because they don't see themselves as a part and parcel part of the corporation of America. They vote for a king. So that's what you want from your king, to know what all the peasants are doing. You want your king to be of the peasants and from the peasants. But god damn, that motherfucker know too much shit, bro. He got way too much bread. Way too much bread to know about who's selling nickel bags of weed, bro. Way too much bread, bro. He got way too much bread to know about. This nigga know about rap beefs, street beefs, gang beef, nigga. And then you still doing global policy? Like, yo, that nigga's wildin', B. He wild. Anyway, so I got something else on here I'm putting bed. Let me see, man. Real quick. Let me say one more thing, okay? I do, man. Yo, real quick, man. Make sure, man, y'all support the stream, support the show, man, and support the brand, bro. Dirty Folks is brought to you as the brand ambassador. What?
Dirty folks.
All right, I had one more thing I want to show you guys. Here we go. I got one more thing I want to show you guys.
Do you suffer from joint pain or discomfort? You can tough it out, or you can get it treated by the...
Of course they're gonna give me
18.
All right. We right back at how the Harris-Biden administration stole the constitutional rights of South Carolinians in their time of distress. And I would like to reiterate this. The the North Carolinians aren't looking for a handout. They're just looking for assistance. They've already stepped up as a community of people that love their brothers as they love themselves and helped clean clean properties, try to help find missing people, try to help restore businesses and residences. They've already come together collectively as people, as Americans, as people who were born here, work here, pay taxes here, buy homes here, and don't disassociate themselves from the place they did all that shit from while they there. Which is wild. It's crazy work. The mind fuck. Are you buying a house and you paying a 30-year mortgage? You be like, fuck America. Y'all niggas is wild. But they do have problems. And like any tragedy, right? Outside, the only people, in my opinion, the only two people who do natural disasters well, I mean, like, beast that shit, like champs of natural disasters, my nigga. Just are Floridians, like the Miami, Tampa area with the hurricanes. They don't even be tripping. Like, fuck it, we're gonna go to Georgia for 2 weeks, come right back, build a new crib. Them and people from Oklahoma, when they get the tornadoes and all their cribs are like aluminum siding and shit, like they all got little, little makeshift shits. Nobody got no brick house, and they watch their cribs fly away, and they sit in under a bathtub with the claws on the bottom. You know what I'm talking about? Them old school bathtub with the claws, and they hide in the tub while the hurricane take the whole crib, and they just laying in the bathtub, and they don't be tripping either. Them the only two motherfuckers though. Oklahoma don't trip. Miami, the southern Florida don't trip. Everybody else be losing their goddamn mind, bro. Everybody yell, it be snowing. Oh my God. I was in Georgia in 2000. I was in Georgia, January of 2000. It snowed. They got 2 inches of snow. I'm from Chicago, nigga. I'm from Chicago in the era when you're 9 years old and you get 3 feet of snow and you still gotta walk to school, my nigga. I'm from that era. I'm from the era where the snow is taller than you because you like 9 years old, and you still, your mama like, make sure you wear your muffin, your muff, and you gotta put your fucking muffs on. You can't even wear gloves. You gotta put the muffs on, and then you get the scarf around you and the earmuffs, and then you got a hat over the earmuffs, and they make your ass walk to school. I'm from that era. Because, we latchkey kids. Mama need a life, too. She's trying to get you the fuck about the house, right? Probably fucking a mailman or something. You don't know. But you got to go to school, right? 3 foot of snow. I was in Atlanta, January 2000. 2 inches of snow. And it didn't even stick. But it did get icy, though. Because, 2 inches of snow, it hit, and then it warm up and turn to water, and then it freeze up, and that was ice. Bro, I had to go to work. I lived in Atlanta 2000. I had to go to work. On my way to work, bro, I was the only car on the expressway going the way I was going. I saw 2 cars going west. I was going east. Not even 2 cars at the same time. The whole time I was on my way to work, I lived in Norcross, but I worked in Sandy Springs. For those who know Atlanta, y'all know what I'm talking about. And I was on the 285 or the 70. I don't know how the fuck I got. I don't know what the fuck I was at. Probably 285, but the 75 on my way to 285. And I was the only car, bro. They didn't have any salt trucks. They didn't have nothing. And I'm just on my way to work. When I got there, they were so happy I showed up at work, bro. I ended up working like 36 hours straight because they ain't had nobody else. Everybody else was scared to drive on that fucking thin ass piece of ice, bro. So us black ice, we can die. I'm from Chicago, B. We doing 70 in that shit in Chicago. Motherfuckers driving sideways in that bitch. Nigga. It's like Fast and Furious, nigga. But we getting where we gotta go, cause we live up north. Bro, whole city shut down for 3 days straight. 2 inches worth of snow. America doesn't do adversity well. They don't do natural disasters well. Snow ain't even a natural disaster. It's just odd for snow to show up in Georgia. It's not a national disaster. When they had their frost in Texas, and the whole goddamn electrical grid crashed, and people were dying because they didn't have enough sense not to sleep in your car in the garage with the car running. They died from carbon monoxide poison and all type of shit. Americans don't do natural disaster well. Oklahoma does, and I would almost say Kansas does, because, they made a whole movie, Wizard of Oz, because, Kansas, but, and Southern Florida does. America doesn't do extra well. Chicago does, to be honest with you. Chicago does blizzards well, but you ain't going to be able to come to Chicago with a hurricane. We're not going to do that well. We're not going to be able to deal with that. America doesn't do disaster well. So when I'm looking at what North Carolina is going through, knowing that America doesn't do disaster well, and that's why you need a FEMA. That's why you need a leader. You need somebody to calm down everyone and tell everyone where to go and what to do. You don't need a woman at the ring. You don't need a blue-haired, freckle-faced, bifocal, bisexual chick at the ring. You need somebody slow and steady at the ring. And we didn't have that at FEMA. We had a bunch of goofy white liberal chicks. And because of that, white people, so once again, we can't talk racism, right? Other white people suffered. So let's check this last clip out before we get up out of here, man. This is called 18 Days After the Hurricane Relief. Let's check it out.
18 days after Hurricane Helene made landfall, my dad and I drove to Swannanoa, North Carolina.
Pause. And fast forward a little bit.
Of a similar sort. Swannanoa is just 10 miles east of Asheville, in one of the most hurricane-devastated areas of North Carolina. Hurricane Helene dumped an estimated 40 trillion gallons of water in the southeast, with the hardest-hit areas of North Carolina recording between 24 and 31 inches of rainfall within just a 3-day period. This massive amount of water rolled off the Blue Ridge Mountains and flowed into an extensive river system that covers western North Carolina as well as Tennessee. This caused...
Pause. This is specifically for my colored men. Specifically for my colored men. This is a business. This is a business. This is a business. Across Here's Homes. Look at the materials they use for this business. I guarantee you, bro, I'm looking at it. This is plywood, drywood, spray painted, not stucco. Low key, bro, if you guys know how to use a hammer and nails, you can literally build this house out of Home Depot for $6,000, bro. This is a $6,000 project. The shell, absent of the furnace and all that, but I'm talking about the electrical and the shell and the insulation, everything that comes with the windows, everything. This is $6,000. Red Illusion say they just flat motorhome. Yeah, but this is my look, and that's the point I want to make. Red Illusion, look, this is most of America. This is what I saw, even worse than this, actually. It was even more ragged. They went through a tornado, a hurricane. They went through a hurricane. This is how the homes look on a regular basis when I went to Cleveland. I thought Cleveland was slave Mississippi, my nigga. Like, most of America is rural, and most of America looks like this. Y'all listen to girls talking about they need $300 to give you a phone number before they go on a date and all that bullshit. This is most of America. Quit listening to people that worship slavery like it was the best time in their life and telling you what the fuck is going on. You get 6-figure. Does this look like a 6-figure community, bro? Now, the people who own this business might made 6 figures. Probably not, but possibly. But there's nothing about this structure that says 6 figures, bro. Not on manufacturing. They may be able to sell it because the way American real estate market is crazy, bro. There's spots in Chicago, bro, that I know for a fact, my G, was 105,000 in 1998. 105,000. That my parents and my parents' generation, when I was born in the 1970s, was 25,000. There was 105,000 in 1998 at the beginning of the real estate bubble. Now they selling them same motherfuckers for $625,000, bro. We talking 1,800 square feet of livable space, 2,500 square feet total for fucking $600,000. Then that motherfucker in the middle in the hood, nigga, West Side Chicago. Ain't no fucking way. So in today's real estate market, maybe, but this is not. When they built this was exactly what Illusion said. This was a double wide trailer park frame, bro. Anyway, I just wanted to pause back because I want to tell you guys, man, that look, this is America. Don't try to overextend yourself, man, for goofy bitches who don't have a job or want to live like they live in fucking Beverly Hills. This is average, everyday America right here. I'm not even disrespecting it. I'm not disrespecting it. I'm just bringing to your attention that this is America. Yo, but that's wild, though. Is this seeking into the... Are they seeing, like, the ground? Like, the ground seeping into the... That's crazy.
Even the narrowest bodies of water to swell, expanding beyond historic shorelines and shredding through the homes, buildings, roadways, and tree lines that lay in their path. The massive force of this water even carved out canyons that had never before existed. Mainstream media is projecting a death toll of 250 for Hurricane Helene and a missing persons count of 100. Figures which many with boots on the ground would consider laughable, though not at all a laughing matter. Being 18 days post-disaster search and rescue effort.
Totally unrelated. Yo, this dude right here, Salt and Pepper, Beard Gang. Beard Gang, baby. Salt and Pepper Beard Gang. It had nothing to do with this whole video. I just saw him. Salt and Pepper Beard Gang.
They're laughable, though not at all a laughing matter. Being 18 days post-disaster, search and rescue efforts have long since shifted into search and recovery. And those search and recovery efforts are shifting into efforts to rebuild. This relief center was a collaboration of volunteers, the Coast Guard, and members of the military.
Pause. Let me stop right here. I didn't watch this video in full before I started the show, but this reminded me of something. So FEMA showed up, but FEMA didn't show up. This is what I mean. Apparently, when FEMA showed up in North Carolina, nobody could find the FEMA trucks. Like, you have to be on a random mission and just run into one. Like, FEMA wasn't on the scene. They were there in the city, but they weren't on the scene. So people were struggling where everything as big as trying to find a loved one to something as small as trying to get toilet paper. And FEMA was in the city, but not on the scene. So when they started talking about there was only 3 FEMA agents in the city at the time, and everybody was volunteers, the Biden-Harris administration fumbled the bag so hard. And think about this. In the last 4 years, bro, this was their time, right? So I don't think Trump had a time. Trump showed up for this, though. I give Trump credit for that. As a candidate, he showed up for this. But I don't think Trump had a natural disaster in his time. So in George Bush Sr., he had Hurricane Katrina. Bill Clinton had Hurricane, damn, I can't think of the name of it. But it was a hurricane that hit Florida. Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans. Clinton had a hurricane that hit Florida. The next president was George Bush Jr. He had 9/11. Then you had Obama. Obama had, outside the housing crisis, did he have a natural disaster in his 8 years? I don't know if Obama had a natural disaster either. He might not have. He had a housing crisis, but that's not a natural disaster. That's a government disaster. Then we had Trump, 45 Trump. We got 47 Trump now, but we have 45 Trump. I don't think he had a natural disaster. I don't think he really had to show his medal. Now I think about it. So Obama and Trump might not have had a natural disaster. They might have coasted. But Biden had a natural disaster. And he failed. I'm talking about, yo, Kanye did troll Bush, bro, but yeah, Kanye be doing all type of wild shit. But yeah, the United Nations didn't show up. So I would say, Bush Jr. had Hurricane Irene. Yeah. But he handled it well. The fact that I didn't remember Hurricane Irene is a testament to how well he handled it, right? Obama didn't have no Hurricane Irene. Wait, 44 was Obama, because 45 was Trump. Alright, Obama still, it stands, bro. He still handled it well, because I don't remember it. So, I mean, we always had hurricanes, bro. But, yeah. And the fact that we always have hurricanes, and the Biden administration was so bad at relieving the hurricane because they spend all the money on migrants. And not only that, when you find out that FEMA isn't a federal agency. Let's take that away from this too, by the way, gentlemen. I always thought FEMA was a department of government. Like that was just a disaster department. Today years old. Hold on, I'll come back to this video real quick. I'm really kind of tired of the video, to be honest with you. I don't think we're gonna get. I show what I'm gonna show out of it. But today years old, bro. When I found out that FEMA is a nonprofit, it's a 501c3. I'm trying to see exactly where it said it at. But it was in this article. We could look together. I don't want y'all to just look at me while I'm looking at it. Right here, when it was talking about female employee fired for telling workers to ignore homes of Trump supporters and not give them hurricane relief. Somewhere in this article, I also found out it was called Federal Emergency Management Agency, right? But I also found out in this article that it was a nonprofit organization. I'm trying to see where it says it at. But we read it together. That's why I was like, wow, it's a nonprofit? That's crazy. I thought it was a federal situation. No, I don't see it right here. But I know we read it though. We read it in one of these articles about shorty that got kicked out their job. She does not look like. When you can't get a man, this is how you look. When you can't get a man and you're about to get a cat, this is how you look. You look rough and rugged. You look like you wear Timberlands. Don't date women that look like they wear Timberlands, my nigga. Unless you're from New York. Even New York niggas shouldn't date New York girls, but I mean, y'all in New York. But outside of New York, do not date women that look like she wear Timberlands. Alright. Super football. Let me say something. The first word is federal. That's true. The first word of Federal Reserve Bank is federal. It don't belong to the feds. The first work of Federal Credit Union is federal. It's not owned by the feds. The first, bro, do you know how many motherfuckers use the word federal as a brand, bro? Show me nothing, bro. It make you think it's federal. You think the government run it, but motherfuckers just use federal, bro. Yeah, DWS, that's how they get you. Federal Express, that's another one, Revolution. Federal Express, that's privately owned like a motherfucker. Nah, bro. Don't go off that word federal, B. That's like going off colors, right? Like, I'm black. Nah, nigga. Just because you black don't mean you from America, nigga. You could be anything. Just because you federal don't mean you owned by the government. You could be anything. Y'all, don't let these trigger words fool you, B. That's how they get you, bro. That's how they fucking get you. Was there anything else I want to say at the video before I close it down? I don't know. Let me say real quick. I want to show you one more thing. We're going back to that same video, bro. We're not gonna watch the whole thing. Like I said, and it ain't even no long video. I just don't want to say the whole thing. But right here, they're gonna talk about how small communities got together because you have to love your brothers as you love yourself. When the fit, ain't nobody coming to save you. How many times y'all heard that? Ain't nobody coming to save you, B. They took the time to say this. So let's check it out. I pushed the wrong button. Why I do that shit? My bad.
If you love life,
My
get
bad.
your deep-fried turkey sandwiches at Arby's. If you like flirting with death, deep-fried...
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've been looking at these Arby's commercials. I ain't gonna lie. That deep-fried Arby's. I found my favorite commercial today. I might do a whole show about it. It's a Toyota commercial. About people failing. About people failing. And at the end it says, man, you don't know my name. Because they failed, right? Like, it was a failed NASCAR driver. It was a failed skateboard. It was a failed bike ride. It was a failed, like, a bunch of people failing. Hey, how was that? That's crazy. That ain't racist. Anyway, and at the end of this, it was a Honda commercial. At the end of this Honda commercial, because the whole thing was like, you don't know my name because I lost today. Today you don't know my name. And at the end, everybody got back on their bike or got back in the car or got back on the skateboard, whatever. It's like, but I'm gonna keep working hard until you know my name. That was the most inspirational shit ever. Whoever they writer is, I'm looking for that. I saw it on TV. I'm looking for that commercial so I can give a comment to Honda like, whoever is your writer, man, keep that motherfucker. I was inspired, bro. I would have ran through a wall. It was like a coach. And I didn't even know I was on Honda team, nigga. I didn't even want a Honda, nigga. I was like, oh shit, I'm team Honda. Didn't even know it. Anyway, but that commercial and this goddamn deep fried turkey Arby's commercial, I'm with that shit. And once I eat Arby's, that proves to you I'm not black, because black people don't eat Arby's, bro. I'm just saying. Black people work at Arby's and don't eat Arby's. But I like their little sandwiches. I ain't gonna front, bro. Anyway. That ain't even what I meant to do, but support No Show Organic, man. And if it's in your heart, donate to the Daycare, man. Hit the cash up, man. Hit the like button. Let's go.
Austin, an organizer at the relief center, told us that one of the primary challenges is that the population pockets are so small and dispersed here. There are numerous isolated groups of 10 or 20 scattered all across the region. These small groups are more difficult to reach and serve with resources than the larger towns of hundreds or thousands. Austin noted that he has found these micro-communities to be better first responders to one another than formal emergency services. And what he meant by this was that the community is such that neighbors are providing resources to assist each other, patch infrastructure, and simply survive long before relief organizations can reach them. As we drove to the various donation stops across Swannanoa, there was a massive pileup. However, I specifically noted that the surplus was primarily second-hand clothing. Some locations had stopped accepting donations as surplus covered the sidewalks. Now, this prompted me to note that it is important to be in tune with what types of items are needed. At the relief center I toured, things like fuel, camp stoves, heaters, sleeping bags, and so forth, these are the items that are being sent straight out almost as soon as they're delivered as donations, whereas a lot of the second-hand clothing items were piling up high.
I just realized I don't give a shit about that. But I will ask you this though, bro. Have you guys ever donated? Like I used to donate all my old clothes to Salvation Army. And Salvation Army is cool because they let you put your own monetary value on it. So if you got a pair of like old red monkey jeans, you pay $400 for them. You know their retail price is probably $20. You lost all the price on that shit, right? But you can go to Salvation Army and fill out that yellow deduction slip. Don't just drop it off in the box. They always want niggas to drop shit off in the box. No, don't drop that shit off in none of them fucking boxes. Go to the location, ask them for the yellow exemption paper, and you can put whatever price on whatever you want to put on that motherfucker. They don't care, bro, because they help them out, because they gonna take off for depreciation. So you say, yo, yeah, I paid $400 for these red monkeys. I need a $400 tax deduction. And they'll sign off on it. And then they'll sell your red monkey jeans for $8. And then they'll put down the $392 depreciation as part of they shit. So they look, bro, everything a racket. Like I know, look, for people who can count, and this is why girls ain't good at it, but for people that can count, it's a win-win for everybody. The ledger just gotta even out, right? So they made an $8 profit and a $392 I don't want to say loss, but like, yo, don't encourage them, man. Federal Folks was hilarious though. I saw that shit. I ain't say it, but Federal Folks, that was a good one. I ain't gonna front, but don't encourage them. Anyway, so you're looking at this community, and they taking all of their salvage things, right? Because these people's homes are out of here, bro. Their homes is fucked up. And they taking all the things all the items that are salvageable, but they can't use anymore because where they gonna put them at, and they put them out here. And I'm not gonna lie, this chair right here, this little black chair right here, I would have bought that. I'm not gonna lie, I'd have bought that chair. If they told me $12 for an ergonomic office chair, I'd have bought that chair, bro. I'm a chair guy. I don't know why, but I'm into chair. There's some more chairs up here. I'd have got them chairs too, bro. I'm a chair dude, bro. I be buying chairs, bro. I don't like their presentation. They probably got nice stuff, but it's a poor presentation because it's a yard sale, so it looked like a bunch of like junk. But I'm pretty sure you can go through here and rummage through it and find some good stuff. Y'all should try it, bro. Try it. I ain't gonna go to water. Devastation. Let's go to devastation. Let's hit the devastation in North Carolina real quick before we shut it down, man. I want to give gravity to it, bro. Because you're looking at a land that was mostly rural anyway, and it sits on a lot of deposits, right? There's a lot of gem deposits out there. Not the type of gems that you guys think about, like diamonds. It's not a lot of that. But a lot of like amethyst and not Jade. This little rocks, like all your birthstone rocks, except for diamonds, like all your birthstone rocks be out in North Carolina, bro. Whatever your little birthstone is, like for me it's amethyst, so that's what I want to remember. But like all them little rocks, they be out there. All the quartz, they be out here, bro. You know what I mean? So a lot of these homes are sitting on mountains of deposits, and a lot of wood, and a lot of tobacco, cause this is a tobacco state. I bet cigarettes cheap as shit in North Carolina. I need a North Carolina friend. Anyway.
There is much devastation and loss of homes in the valleys and along riverbanks. A majority of the population still have their homes. The prolonged absence of power, communication, and a purified water source has created a more widespread impact than the loss of homes, though even the loss of a single home is tragic and cannot be minimized. Some residents had wells or backup water purification as well as generators, allowing them to wait out the crisis nearly unscathed. Others had neither and are facing challenges as they continue to wait.
Bro. Hold on.
Wait out the crisis nearly unscathed.
Bro. I love the RV. I'm an RV fan. Don't get it twisted. I love RV. I like RVs more than I like single family homes, my nigga. I love RVs. With that being said, though, my G, this RV look like it is the crib. And then they got a barn. America is country as shit. For all the glitz and glamour you see downtown New York, downtown Chicago, downtown LA, all the TV shows, America is rural as shit. Bro, that's wild. Why does motherfucker keep streaming? I ain't do nothing.
Unscathed. Others had neither and are facing challenges.
This look like education right here, bro. This look like the Little Red Schoolhouse. For those who don't know, school started from farmers, because farmers had to teach their sons how to literally not lose the farm in a bad negotiation, right? So they used to get taught in the barn house, right? All the neighbors came through, and a man would teach their kids how to count, right? And then when schools started to become its own entity instead of homeschooling, they replicated the barn to be a little red schoolhouse that was shaped like a barn for kids, right? Like the kids were what they were farming. This reminds me of a 1890 school, but it's a home though. And then don't do this though. Remember I just told y'all don't do this. Then they got the donation drive dumpster in front of it. Don't donate without getting your receipt, bro. But they got that. Yo, this is fucked up though. It's crazy.
As they continue to wait for the restoration of power and clean water. Now, as for the information that I was asked to share as I talked with the relief organizers, they asked to remain anonymous but wanted this information to be known. FEMA members on the ground are ready to help, but their hands are being tied at the bureaucratic level. This is making it exceptionally difficult for those on the ground, whether FEMA members or volunteers, to network and provide the amount of relief necessary.
Hey, shout out to the tent city. Yo, how you gonna say they stole the donation containers, my nigga? And yeah, school started off base and then it turned gay. It turned gay in 2000s, bro. It turned with No Child Left Behind. Like when my sister went to school, my sister's 10 years older than me. When my sister went to school, you had to learn a foreign language and a musical instrument. So my sister know how to play the clarinet. I don't know if she still know how to play it, but she had to play it in school. She had to learn how to play the clarinet, and I think she learned French. She might have learned Latin. I don't remember. I don't fuck with my sister like that. when I came in school, you had to learn a foreign language, but you didn't have to learn an instrument. So I learned Spanish, but I didn't learn Spanish. So I have a Mexican wife, so don't judge my life. But I know enough Spanish to fake it enough to get a good burrito from an authentic Mexican restaurant. Now all they learn is how to suck dick. So what happened was when men ran schools, school was based, and America was great, and everybody had bread, and there was racism, and people was fighting, they was shooting at each other, and then when they allowed women to get into education, it became gay. Around the 1950s, school became gay. To the point that around the 1960s, because what women do, gay men do, right? So women ran elementary school, and even in y'all lifetime, that's why I crack jokes. There's only one heterosexual male teacher in elementary school. He be the gym teacher, the fucking coach, the LD teacher, all that. You don't see a male teacher from pre-K to 5th grade. You don't see a male teacher until 5th grade, and that's for gym. So that's why nobody can read, because women can't teach because girls are dumb. How a dumb motherfucker gonna teach you how to be smart? So it's gay, right? It becomes about activity and behavior. It doesn't become about learning. It's about activity and behavior. Are you a good kid or a bad kid? Because girls don't know shit. But school used to be soul based. And if we make school based again tribally, we can get right back there, right? And you'll have one ring to rule them all. You'll have a small group of males that were taught and raised by men that take over the nation, and everybody else just cry about it and put purple fingernail polish on and spaz out, but they ain't gonna do shit. Yo, this is crazy though, bro. This is crazy how these people got tents next to, I'm assuming, a creek. I'm assuming it's a creek, and it's just not part of the hurricane canal. Why would they want to be by water? Like, if I just left a hurricane, the last thing I want to be by is a body of water, but maybe they need the water, bro. Maybe they got them canteens with the filtration system on it. Yeah, that was kind of slick. This right here, bro, is not what you want to live in. But like, if I was at the park, bro, I would love this, bro. Like, I'm just doing a cookout, and my girl just want to lay down somewhere, get away from the mosquitoes. I like that. I don't like it for what they going through. What they going through, I don't think it's suitable, but I like it. I'm gonna see if I can get one off Temu, my nigga. I'm gonna see if I can get one like this off Temu. I saw this on Temu. All the Mexicans in my hood got one of them. I saw that on Temu. I'm gonna see if I got one of these on Temu. Anyway. Red said the fish for food. DWS say looking like a third world country. Bro, most of America look like a third world country, bro. I hopped off the plane from a third world country. Happy that I didn't live in a third world country. Hopped off the goddamn plane at Midway Airport. As we landed, I'm looking out the window, and I was like, God damn, Chicago look like a third world country. Most of America a third world country, bro. We're first world social services. Red said we the only country with fat refugees. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy.
That is amazing.
That is crazy, man. Anyway, man. I people been sending me yeah, Detroit is, bro. I was in Detroit in 2007. Then I went back to Detroit in 2000. When I fucked that Detroit bitch, I had already got shot. 2018. Bro, Detroit, the downtown always been abandoned. Detroit look, bro. Chicago East Side look like a third world country. Chicago East Side abandoned, bro. No stores, no homes. You going through that motherfucker ghost town, bro. Chicago. That we on 63rd. Look, from 55th Street south all the way till you get to like 95th Street. So 40 blocks south and north, and 40 blocks east west, bro. I don't even know what 40 times 40 is, bro. Cause I know 4 times 4 is 40 acres. So 40 by 4, what's that? 400 acres, bro. Just prime for I'm drunk. Prime for, it start with a G. What they call them when the white people moving your shit? Like when the white people leave, it's called white flight. When white people come in, gentrification, man, prime for gentrification, like 40 acres, bro. Just, 400 acres, just, bro. Nothing, bro. Everything. 1,600 acres. All right, that makes sense. Red Loser, shout out to Red Loser for being a man that know how to count. 1,600 acres. Yeah, 40 by 40, because 4 times 4 is 16. You right, bro. Blame it on the alcohol. But look, bro, nothing, bro. Like you can knock down the 3 cribs people live in, bro, and that one goddamn Dollar Tree. Nothing, bro. Like America is becoming a third world nation since the moment we let girls talk with clothes on. Since the moment we had the 19th Amendment and Title IX, America has been on a downslope. America hasn't had any growth since 1990. 1980 being the apex, but 1990 being the refinement of 1980. So since 1990, outside of technology, America has had no cultural growth. That's why kids still rapping. There's never been a time in history of America where there wasn't a new musical genre every 20 years, right? From barbershop quartet to the blues, to jazz, to rock and roll, to disco and P-funk, to rap, and then we stuck at rap. You know why? There's no cultural movement. Once you let girls talk with clothes on, everything dies. Even culture dies. I think 7 years of a toddler detox, we'll have a new musical genre, bro. I bet that if I cuff a little dude right now at 3 years old, by the time he 11, y'all will call him the new Mozart, the new Beethoven. He will be the father of something different, just by removing him from toddler influence. But instead, we got a bunch of purple-haired bitches who move around like locusts and just kill everything around. And we want to blame the government, white supremacy, everything else, instead of be like, yo, what's the common denominator? Do the simple math on it. Red Illusion say genre breaking music is beautiful and they hate beauty. I argue that.
Communists really hate beauty. That's why they're either ugly on the outside or deeply ugly on the inside. But either way, they really hate beauty. Communists hate beauty. That's why they have to kill it.
I argue that. I don't think our architecture is ugly though, Revolution. I think modern architecture was efficient. Right? The steel and glass, I think that was efficient. I don't think it was meant to be ugly. It wasn't meant to be pretty. It's just meant to be efficient. I think our art is ugly. I think we're going away from beauty to like abstract, like ghost type of things, like, you know what I mean, like soup can painting type shits. I think our perception of what's valuable has become ugly. Yo, motivation say he blamed Angry Snowman and Gen X. Angry Snowman is Gen X, so that's a 2-for-1. All right, I'm gonna roll with that. I'm gonna roll with that one, bro. All right, you win. But yeah, bro. Hopefully, let's marvel. We're not gonna. I'm not asking you to pray for North Carolina. I mean, do so if you choose to, but let's marvel how North Carolina handles their circumstance and rises above it with no assistance from the government, no FEMA money because it all went to the migrants, the fucking illegals, no assistance from the government because North Carolina went red. Just the residents looking out for each other and loving their brother as they love themselves. I'm gonna keep my eye out on this North Carolina thing between now and January 20th when Trump gets sworn in again. I want to see how they bring everything back to the fore with no assistance from the government, period, because the money gone and this goofy bitch won't help anybody who didn't support her little bipolar ass, and see how they bring it back together, man. But on that note, man, love your brothers as you love yourself. Let North Carolina be an example of that. That's why I'm gonna keep my eye on them. Love your brothers as you love yourself. Feed the pack. Drive up.
And this is Matthew, according to our man Miami Man, Matthew 6:24-33. No woman can serve two masters. For either she will hate the one and love the other, or she will devote to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon, which is money, possessions, fame, status, or whatever is valued more than the Lord. But if she has a boss that she prioritizes over you as a man and she calls you insecure for it, thus you will find that she cannot serve two masters. She will also, this is the problem with the career-oriented woman, that they never see coming. They will say, well, honey, we had plans this weekend, but my boss wants me to go to this seminar. My boss wants me to go on vacation, take the family here. My boss wants me to do this. My boss wants me to come into work. Now, the problem is she calls her boss, her employer boss, the boss, meaning that person presides over the husband. And that's not going to work long term. It can work for a short period of time, but she cannot serve two masters. And many times she'll use the boss as an excuse. Well, I can't say no to my boss. But you can say no to your husband? Well, you ain't my boss. Well, who am I? You're my partner. See, this is it. Once you unpack it, you want to unpack it before you get into the relationship, because unpacking it in the relationship is not going to work. Okay? It's not going to work, guys. You're going to end up with the short end of the stick.